Hi guys! Around this time of the year the days are very long and we can enjoy being outside until late in the evening and still soak in the sunshine. It is so summery and pleasant, and the scenery is often quite magical. The harsh midday light slowly softens, the air becomes cooler and everything around us starts to glow in warm golden colors. Even the garden seems to change its character and feel calmer and more peaceful. So today we will take you with us on a walk through our garden so you can experience it too in this different light.
Our Weigela is so beautiful now. Just so many flowers, hundreds of them probably. I remember when we planted it a couple of years ago, it had just a few and we were so excited about it. And it grows quite quickly. Within just 2-3 years, it's already like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it flowers for quite a long time, or repeatedly during the year. So that's great.
Yeah. We were surprised. Like, this will be over quickly.
Yeah.
And then, no, it wasn't over. And still not over.
Yeah,
and
because
not
some flowers you can only enjoy for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to wait for another year.
Yeah.
And it's been like this for 1 week maybe now.
Mm-hmm.
And it will continue to flower in the future. And close to the Weigela, we have this peony, which is now blooming. Our peonies all bloom at different times, so now this one is shining in our garden. It has only one stem, but 3 flowers this year. It's one of the new ones that we planted a couple of years ago. And we had to give it a support because it looks very heavy.
Yeah.
And it's been very windy and it's still standing here, so
Okay.
it's working.
Yeah, it's working. The new ones are always the most exciting to me because they are like more ours than what was here when we bought the property. So this is totally new and the flowers are so big.
Yeah.
Looks heavy. I love how beautiful our meadow now looks. There are still very many oxeye daisies. The grass is kinda getting, I don't know, this is summery to me when there are flowers on the grass.
Well, it is summer.
Yeah, and the sun, how it's setting, it's so pretty here. This is total summer now, even though today it's colder, so it doesn't feel very summery temperature-wise, but visually it's summery.
I've been working on this little island. It was completely overgrown with aggressive grass, tall grass. So I spent a lot of time weeding the whole thing, and I planted a lot of new flowers so that they would hopefully overgrow the grass. Of course, I will have to help a lot at first. So a lot of work is ahead of me. And I created this little pathway from old bricks that we had just lying around. And that's what I did when Peter wasn't here. He was at work and I had a day off. So I did this to surprise him.
Yeah, and I think this completely transformed this area. It's such a small detail, but it looks amazing. I love walking here. Every day now I go through this area because it's so great.
The idea just popped in my head when I was here. I just suddenly visualized it, and so it just kind of happened in the moment. But I'm quite happy with it.
Yeah. This was such a great idea. It looks amazing. I absolutely love it.
I can't wait to see all the flowers blooming.
Yes.
Like summer flowers, basically. So soon, I think we will see something. The echinaceas are starting. There are a lot of flower buds being created. So soon we will be enjoying even more walking through here.
Yeah. Now it's just almost nothing is in bloom yet, but it will be.
Only the lupins and these meadow yellow flowers are starting. And also this one, the catnip, I think it's called in English.
Yes, this looks very pretty. The combination of purple flowers and then the yellow ones are starting there. And this appeared here on its own. It's onion, some kind of onion, but not normal onion. It's some wild variety or something. We have no idea. We just identified this as onion and you can smell it. But yeah, this is very new.
And it's also getting ready to bloom, right?
Yeah, so onion and garlic and leek flowers are always very pretty. So this should be also pretty.
And popular with various kinds of bees.
Yes. But the path, this is the main miracle here, which I love so much.
These pink flowers are doing very well here. There are more of them every year. We planted them sometime at the beginning. I think we have them from Peter's mom from 2020 or something like that. And there are more of them every year. They also symbolize summer for us.
Yeah.
And they are spreading here, but also, for example, here. So they can find empty spots in the vicinity. And we just obviously leave them everywhere because we love flowers, so they can be wherever they want.
They look so pretty and they bloom for quite a long time too, right?
And here's another yellow one. This one is also spreading well.
Yes.
All over the property.
We love when the flowers are spreading. So these yellow ones, their time is still coming. They are just starting, so they will be everywhere and it will be a yellow explosion.
They spread really well and they are part of the grass. So I just mow over them everywhere and they just keep coming.
Yeah.
The perfect summer is over in a flash and you're on your way. Somebody near is open for tonight. It's not too late. My mind says yes. You've been here for quite some time. But my heart tells me you should stay a little while.
Another bigger project is happening here, close to our perennial veggie garden bed. And it's this area. I'm always showing it, that this will be our future little forest. But guys, there are new trees here. Except conifer trees, there are now also other trees that will be growing here. And we have native maples. These ones are sycamore maples, I think they are called. I will put the Latin names on the screen because it can be quite confusing.
And you all speak Latin.
And this one should be a Norway maple, I think is the name, or maybe it's the other way around. So there are two kinds of maples here and they are native. They grow in the woods in the Czech Republic, also in the forests that are here close by. And here we have rowan. So that's also native here in forests. I planted 3 of them, or we planted. It was a big project. We didn't have enough energy to film that because it was just like, wow, it wasn't easy. And here, this in English is called, I think, wild common service tree or something. I don't know. Thank you for your service. Or I don't know. In Czech, this is just a different kind of rowan. The common ones are bird rovens, if we would translate it into English. And this one is rowan břeh or something. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited about the maples because they should grow the fastest here. And the idea is that the conifer trees, they, you know, when they get bigger, they are always like this. And the leafy trees, they grow a crown, so like that. And for us to have a forest here, we need the crowns of the trees to touch or to create one layer, so it's all shaded and everything. And this is a rhododendron here in the middle, so it should also be shaded. That should happen in some time. And yeah, we'll see. We need to wait. There are also these linden trees. They are also very common here, native to the Czech Republic.
It's a national tree.
Yes, yes, yes. It's like a symbol. But not just here, but in more Central European countries, I think, in Slovakia as well. And I think in English it's also called lime tree, but not the limes, you know, citrus ones, but I don't know, lime. So here we have one, and here is the second one. And it should also be big. We got these trees from my parents. They dug it out in their garden or somewhere.
And we only planted these like a month and a half ago, I think.
Yeah. No, in autumn.
Oh, it was last year? Okay.
It was last year, but they still, like, when they were digging them up, they had to cut the leaves as well, and so they need to get established here. This year they are just making themselves at home here. But yeah, I love the look of this. It's much fuller now with all the trees planted. Here is a bigger plane tree. This one it was planted in 2020, and in 2021 it broke like in half or something. We have that on the video. There was a tornado in the Czech Republic, the biggest tornado in Central Europe ever, or maybe in the whole Europe. It was a total disaster and shock. I'm explaining everything in that video, but it's an old video. But even when it broke, it came back totally, and now it's big and it looks great. And here on the edge of the area, there are also a few willows here. We just got a few branches of a willow last year, here close by in the forest, and we stuck it into the ground, and it took roots, and this one is growing so nicely, it's crazy. Here is a different kind. This one is for making baskets, so it should grow fast, and like it should have many of the long shoots, and maybe in a few years we'll be making baskets.
When we have nothing else to do.
Yeah, and this is one of the first trees planted here in 2020. It was so small, like nothing. This one will not be like tall, very tall, but it's getting wider and wider.
It got really big this year.
Yes, wow. And I can even...
Where are you?
Yeah, I can hide behind it. And now at the beginning of summer, it has these, come here, new leaves are pink, very nice color. It's so pretty. So it's also decorative. They will get green later, but now it's almost like flowers. So pretty. These 4 birch trees, there are 4 of them, they got so big so fast, so we also love them, and it's a very nice corner. They were so small, and now in just like 2 years, 3 years, 3 years probably. They are amazingly tall, so that's great.
Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way. 'Cause my heart screams, let me carry you home,
Guys, this is my first attempt at crumble. And yeah, it's strawberry rhubarb crumble. And yeah, I don't know what to expect. So hopefully it's good. Let's dig in.
We wanted to use the opportunity to use rhubarb while it's still available, since this is our first year that we can harvest it, right?
And we still have so many strawberries. Wow, it's good. It's yummy. Maybe it should be served differently. This doesn't look very great, very representative, but who cares? It's the taste that matters, and wow, it's very good.
At least when it looks like this, you don't have to feel sorry about eating it and destroying it, since it's already destroyed.
Yes. And there are almonds in there, oats, whole grain flour, and butter, and of course rhubarb and strawberries, and quite a lot of sugar.
Sounds like a nice compromise between healthy and delicious.
Yeah, and it was easier to make than the pie or tart, because I don't have to roll the dough and stuff. And the ingredients are similar to the pie. Okay, so I'm happy with this.
Is it my turn to taste this delicious pile?
Yes, this pile. It's a good pile, I promise.
All the good stuff. And I'm really surprised. No, not anymore after last time, but rhubarb is not that sour and it's really delicious together with the strawberries.
Yes. Rhubarb is a great surprise this year, and we like it now, guys. We weren't completely sure what to expect from rhubarb, but it's becoming quite our favorite.
We planted it just for fun because it exists. It's not something we really wanted, but it's great that we have it and that we have another thing from the garden that we can use.
Yes.
So that's great. And this year we have the most strawberries we've ever had, I think. We've already put in the freezer the amount that we need for the whole year, together with other fruits. So we have a lot of leftovers.
Yeah. And the strawberries are still getting ripe as we speak, so we can harvest them like almost every other day or every 3 days. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
And we can waste them basically in these recipes where you bake them or cook them or something. I'm always like, oh no, we will be destroying the vitamins and everything. But when you have huge amounts, it doesn't matter, and it's great to experiment and try these things. Today I was picking more honeyberries. Yay, they look amazing, and it's a big amount. This is just from one shrub, and that's a lot. And there are still like 5 or 6 shrubs full of them. So this year's harvest is so great, and they taste amazing. Similar to blueberries, a little bit different, but similar. So they are in the good category of sweeter berries.